to pull up my live on my computer. I'm going to get water real quick. I'm going to change their eye color. Okay, I think I'm going to do not disturb. Okay, there. Alright, there it is. Okay, that looks, that's fine. Okay. I also want to repaint Moana's eyebrows. So I'm also going to pull her over here. Alright. Okay. Let me think. Do I have a toothpick? I don't think I do. Okay. Hope everyone's doing well and has air conditioning. Alright, I'm going to be using these two brushes today. Oh my god, did I really just do that? Yes, I did. So that's what happens when you go live. But I did not manufacture nor make this brush. But that's why you always have to keep glue on hand. This is supposed to be a gel. I don't know what is going on with Gorilla Glue, but their labels have gel and they are definitely not gel. Okay, take this over here, rub it on the corner of the napkin. Okay, and just twist around like that because I did not want to get that on me. Okay, so we got glue. Let that set. Alright, I'm going to start with her. I got her on like a sale at Target probably a week or half ago or something. I forgot already. I don't know. She's giving me, I think, of like gem vibes. So I want to do her eye color something like a violet, like a violet color. So I got blue and violet, which I might have to mix this up. Oh my gosh, I start talking and then now you decide you want to come get in my lap, you stinky butt. Okay, get the brush out the way. And so now I'm trying to figure out what am I going to use. Oh, I can use the tip of this with a little cotton and some acetone. No, that's gonna be too big. That is too. Well, I guess I'll try it with the brush. So. Oh wow. Her eyes are not pixelated. Okay. So there, we got that color out. Now I'm gonna switch it out. Like I said, when I saw her, I do not watch the show Descendants or anything like that. I just got the doll because I thought, okay, we can do the cute little fashion version of Jim with a different toy company, because the one that they did, the body, I don't know, this would have been better, but we can play with this and go around with it and do that. The hair, and that works out perfect. So, alright. The shade, I'm also going to play with this and use it on Ariel. Oh, that reminds me. I need to go ahead and remove some of the eye color on her as well. Well, with her, I can just, no, might as well remove some of it. Okay. That gives it a gray look. That's kind of pretty. Okay. Now I can go ahead and mix my colors. zoom so you can now see her eyes. Okay, they were a very dark color. So now I'm going to play with her. Give her a little blue, but also we're going to add some different colors mixed in as well. Okay. There. Okay. I like that. That looks good. Okay, so I will let this set and dry before I add sealer and gloss it up, making sure, you know, I think I'm going to give her an extra little glow in her pupil. Okay, that works. Yeah, there we go. That's cute. Oops, that's a little too much. hint of lavender and blue. Okay. And now okay. Pink, that'll work. Oh, that's pretty. Too light. Let me take that off. looks good. That's cute. I feel like she needs more of a pupil to give her eyes more personality. Okay. Why do I have two different shades of black? Okay, can only need one. Okay. I am also gonna redo Moana's eyebrows, my Moana doll, because I don't like the color in pictures, so I'm going to redo them. Hold on. Okay. There. I like that more. Okay, that looks good. Okay. Let me see something. Yeah. I'm doing it and then I'm blending because I don't want it to look like that. I want it to look more natural. There. Do a little more up in here. This is how I actually do my makeup. A thin foundation, and I use a light brown powder, and then I just blend up around in these areas for contouring. It's easier to just do a little bit at a time and add on than it is to take off. Okay, let that dry. There. Oh yeah. I'm doing a little more. There. I like that. So it has a natural look. So it's gently blended. It's not overly done. It's just very subtle to give a more natural look. Okay. The reason why I did this one because her face sculpt is more realistic and more done. Yeah. Okay. Let's do Ariel first. I'm going to go ahead now and seal her new eye color. Okay. we got Ariel's eyes, more of that. Now it's glossy clear. Now I can set her over to the side. And now we're going to apply sealer on this. You know, she makes me think of Dolly Parton. I guess have to repaint. I don't know why she does. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm going to do a little more blushing on her cheeks, and then I'm going to move on to my American Girl Moana. Oh my god, she needs fingernails. Oh, yes. She can't have this kind of outfit and this makeup. Hello, without any fingernails? Oh my gosh. Absolutely, that's much better. Yay. Okay, now she's got some nails. That looks cute. Okay. I ended up doing a more paint work than I was expecting to do with her. But much better result. Yeah, I like the result. We are going to blush up her cheeks some more with actual real blush. Okay, so we have a good amount of sealer on the nails, a little extra gloss sealer on the lips. Yeah, perfect. And a little more on the eyes. Okay, there. Now she's done. So this is her new look. I think it looks more stunning. Now with the Ariel, I changed. This one had really dark blue, grayish like eyes. And I changed them a whole different light, like a different blue. Made them more brighter and lighter. Okay, now she's done. I didn't do anything to her lips. I'm just gonna leave her like that. Alright, we're gonna let them girls sit to the side. And I'm going to clean my brush because I'm going to repaint. By the way, I have a Leia doll on eBay, but I am working on removing the stain. I will show you briefly. I listed her cheap because of the stain. Okay, let me zoom out. Alright, because I had about 3 or 4 of these, and the pink from the outfit got a stain here. I am treating it. Even though I have her listed on eBay, I'm trying to remove that. It's not going to interfere with her paintwork or nothing that I've done, but I'm trying to get that stain out. Even though she's listed on eBay showing it, I am trying to lighten it as much as possible. So if anyone, that was good on her. Also, this doll, I had her on eBay, but I treated her with Clearasil, and the Clearasil is removing the stain that was in her legs. I've had this doll for a long time in my collection, and as I said, when I took everything out of storage and moved into my apartment, I was going to downsize my doll collection. She is hand signed by Robert Toner. I have lots of photos with him. So yeah, I am treating this to get this. It's removed over half of the stain. So that's really good. So I'm treating her again before I relist her. It's Sydney Chase. She has really beautiful hair. It's saran. So I'm treating her. Also, if you have dolls that have sticky arms and legs, I'll show you the product. This Clearasil gets rid of that sticky feel. And I have not tried it on Barbie yet. Where can I put the product? I must, oh, I have it up here already. Okay, I did it last night. So apparently this Clearasil Stubborn Acne 5-in-1 Spot Treatment, this is amazing. This gets a lot of stains, dye stains from clothing off your dolls. Also, this gets the stickiness out of your doll's legs, arms, or what have you. Because a Tana doll, her legs are very light, arms, hands were sticky. And I left this on overnight, 2 days, and it got rid of the sticky feel. So this is maximum strength, and that's what I'm using. It removes stains and everything without the sunshine. Hold on a minute. Paris sent me a message on Bitter Party of nothing. It's, let me see what, no, I better not play that because she might have cussing in it. So, okay. I'm deleting emails. Delete. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to come back to her. Now, I redid her, I repainted her. The thing is, I'm not liking, the eyebrows are pretty, the shape is pretty, but I don't like the color in person, even though looking at that, yeah, in pictures, it's a little too much of sort of like a little grayish look. So I'm going to redo her eyebrows. I'm hoping I can continue keep the same shape, but I'm just going to do them in a very thin brush strokes with only black, just black, and maybe a little dark brown, like a chocolate brown. Okay, let me pull it up. This one, yeah. So with this color and this color. Make sure you shake your paints up if you're using paint. I'm debating on our lip color, if I want to change that as well. So I have a few things I'm thinking about. Now, you have to understand, this doll is very different. The undertone, the base of her skin tone is very orangey. Moana, she's Hawaiian, so that makes a big difference. And with the undertones in the manufacturing and design of the doll's skin color, you know, when repainting, it can make it somewhat complicated, especially trying with paint colors and what have you. Alright, so. But I do want to do that because it's been bothering me. And when I repaint a doll, even one of my own, it's kind of like, if I don't like it, I feel like the color doesn't do her justice, eyebrows, whatever. I come back, I repaint them. Now, just like any other paint, acetone will remove your paintwork, including paintwork, no matter how many layers of sealer, you can remove it. What time is it? I'm expecting mail today. Island Fun Barbie, yes, another one, is on her way. Oh my gosh, that's something I might want. Not now, but later. I don't know if it's going to be today, but I actually want to know about people's opinions on the American Girl Barbie dolls. What are your thoughts and opinions? What are your thoughts and take on that? Do you like it? Do you think it's a bit much, or do you love it, or do you think they should just maybe make a larger size Barbie doll? That's going to be a hot topic. So that is something I am going to talk about. Okay, I think she may have just been delivered. I heard a slight noise at my door. I'll check it real quick. Alright, I'm going to use a cotton ball for the rest of that. I just put it in my neighbor. Well, UPS did not like that box. Oh my gosh. They tore that thing up. But it's not like devastating, but it's not the best, that's for sure. Okay. So I am okay, so we're getting a little paint and we're also getting a little open here. The box came pretty banged up. But at least she was wrapped in bubble wrap. That's probably what saved her. Me and Paris were on eBay like late the other night. Oh, she was at KB for $8.99. I don't get it. They used to Barbies. Oh my god, they used to do such an amazing job with the old ones are so much better. The new ones are just crappy, but wow, look at that. I'm looking to see how thick our hair is. Oh, her legs are not sticky, they are discolored. Such a shame. She got that, well, plasticizer. They did mix, a very bad mix. Paris got Glitter Beach Barbie, a very beautiful one, I might add. Okay, her rubber band. Oh, it doesn't stick to her hair, but it definitely corroded and dried out. I'd rather for it to be dried out. Oh my gosh, look at her hair. Ooh. So I had plans to go, I wanted to go camping this fall in September. And I felt like, yeah, Island Fun Barbie, you know, beach light Barbies, but also from the movie. Oh my gosh, look at the hair. Wow, her legs are not, they're not sticky. I mean, yes, they look like they're poison, for sure. All these, and you can see the spots in person. They got like a matte finish, but believe it or not, these are considered to be toxic. That's why Mattel stopped making bend and snap legs. But I'm pretty sure they've created a formula that's fine over the more recent reproductions. Most definitely. Wow, look at the hair. Oh my god, look how thick it is. Okay, I'm totally off topic, but I can't help it. The hair is really thick. Beautiful hairline, very well done. This here one's made in China. Um, if you get Island Fun Barbie, always look at the back of the box. This here one doesn't have a sticker. Some have a sticker, but made in China. The ones made in Philippines do have spots as well, but the ones from Malaysia do not have the spot effect. I don't know. It's like a STD. Just went from here and spread down. Didn't mean to say it like that, but I'm seeing, nope, her legs won't come off, because I've seen some with the higher arch and the legs that come off, but I already have a new body for her, so, well, not new, but better, but the hair is gorgeous. Okay, so we're gonna go back to what I was doing, painting, and I'm going to put this back in the box. Okay. Look, perfume Pretty Barbie. Oh, this is like the poster thing. Oh, love that. Okay, make sure you take attachments. These things put away from your pets. Because my cat will try and bite that and everything. Okay, so at least she's got gorgeous thick hair. Alright, let's go back to what I was doing. Okay, here we go. I mean, You can't be a doll collector and not have Barbie. Good gracious. Of course I've got Barbie. I love Barbie. Okay, cotton ball. We're going to use this one. I'm going to go over her forehead. This reminds me too. This will give me the opportunity to be able to decide if I want to give her some little lashes this time. I'm gently doing this over the entire face. I'm going to leave her lips the color they are at the moment. Okay, there. Great, it's trying to take off my polish. Okay. I'm going to get another napkin. Wear a paper towel. Okay. Because this one is drenched. I can still use my plate. Yes, I have Shiva right here. Ah, there's my something to drink. I'm going to lower my chair. There. And refresh my computer page. Okay. There we are. All right. Get a feel of that. That feels smooth. Okay. Now, let me go ahead and mix up some colors here. All right. I want to say Dallas Dogca. I was looking at her wigs last night. Oh my gosh, I'm hoping she's going to get more long blonde hair with um, body wave with curls in different shades of blonde. Oh my gosh. Oh, she had some gorgeous ones. I should probably message her. But her paintwork, she has really improved on her painting skills. I mean, oh my gosh, her dolls look incredible. She's done such an amazing job repainting her American Girl dolls on her webpage. I was like, oh my god, I was so happy. I was clapping like, oh my god, they look so pretty. Mm. I'm gonna try this here brush this time. Usually I use a lot thinner, but I'm gonna use the tip of that one. I'm gonna see where it takes me. I will rearrange my camera as needed to adjust. Let me see. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I always get excited when I see other people who are customizing American Girl dolls. I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, like, I don't have a store. I don't, you know, y'all know I don't really have nothing going on like that. I don't, and because I don't, I can't, I don't have the time for that. to like do this or resell them and things like that. I've had people message me through eBay if I did commissions, if I still did dolls for other people. I don't. Um, After that cyber stalking incident, I just don't. But I really was enjoying it before then either. I just love collecting dolls, repainting them as my hobby, and I keep them. I enjoy looking at the dolls I do and repaint. You know, they're my most favorite pieces. And I love my artwork. I love what I do. Yeah. And I share what I do, my skills with you as tutorials. So for those of you who enjoy, I want to do this and sell your dolls or buy doll like secondhand market on eBay. You know, that's entirely, that's your thing. Absolutely. You know, it's just what I just don't. I don't. Now, when I have a doll for a certain period of time that I've had in my collection, and then it's like I want a newer doll or some newer dolls in my collection, then I will list those on eBay so that I can buy newer dolls, or if I need to pay bill or whatever. So, okay, this one's really thin. I think I'm gonna go with this. I'd rather go with, yeah, okay. Now, I do custom dolls for friends of mine, but like the last two dolls I did, no, I didn't charge her nothing for doing them. Now, I have done people's dolls and I traded services. It's kind of like, if it's something I need, like right now I want new bookcases and stuff like that to display my dolls for my background here. And like, okay, you know what? I can do your doll. You just cover shipping, and I can get like a couple bookcases. Trade in payment type thing. Okay, I am. This is similar to how they do like reborns when they're doing like little, I guess that the hair strokes to do the little to make the little hairs. on the doll's eyes, eyebrows, and the heads. If they use paint on the heads, but that's an entirely different kind of paint. Those are like those paints you have to heat. You have to set it with heat setting paints. I don't do that. I admire their work, but I'm staying in my own lane. This is my lane. This is what I do, so. And I don't think, I can't meet demand. People want dolls by me. I just have to not even acknowledge the comment sometimes because I can't meet the demand. And I sell my dolls cheap on eBay. Trust me, I buy them new, but the ones I do put on eBay, it's so that I can get something else that I need or that I want. The last time I think I sold them, yeah. Oh my gosh, I filled my cabinets up with groceries. Okay, that looks good. Now, right in there, that piece is just a little too thick. Come back in with a damp Q-tip and just pop it right off. Ta-da! Yay! Yeah, I like this much better. I like this better. This look. So yeah, when you do doll art with me, I'll look, and then it's like I don't know if I like I don't know if I like the color that I used or possibly the shape, and then I'll go back when I feel like it and be like, okay, I'm going to repaint this doll's eyebrows because me personally, I didn't like the way I just didn't like the color. It could be anything, shape, color, thickness of the lash, whatever, and I just have different reasons why I'll go back and repaint it. My own personal decision. Mm, yeah. Okay. So I'm showing up close. There we go. So you can see the new eyebrow. I like this much better. Let me turn it around this way. Yeah. So to me that looks more natural. Even though the first eyebrow was good, but it was the color. I don't like how I did the color. It had a grayish tone to it, so I'd rather have it dark and use lighter strokes, less like that. Sometimes less is more. And with her, it's kind of like that. It's a less is more type thing. I mean, Moana is a beloved newer Disney character. And I love this American Girl version. I love the American Girl Disney princesses. Oh, that's an incredible collaboration. Now, when it comes to their Barbie collaboration, I'm kind of on the fence of that right now. And that is something I'm going to do a video discussing about. All right, are y'all able to see this? Okay, so I'm going to push Shira back, put my water back. I'm going to have to redo a few things. Slide the brushes over and push that back. Okay. Well, how often do you see someone paint upside down every day, right? It's just so much easier for me to repaint like this. I've been doing it since I first started. Is it easy? Not at first, but it is now. It's definitely easy. All of us who do repaints and things like that, we have our own little methods. Whatever works for you, I think that's all that matters. So right now I'm trying to go ahead and get the shape of her eyebrow in. Okay. Okay, now let me see if there's anything. That. Okay, that's enough up there. Okay, so I can come down lower. I can't believe it. After all these years, American Girl is now putting painted eyeshadow and lipstick on their dolls. Whoever would have thought that they would end up doing what I do? I love it. I love it. Makes them it with the new Barbie ones, the painted eyeshadow and stuff. It just makes the dolls more versatile. Okay, not necessarily the way they do it, but I'm definitely want that peaches and cream dress. The doll, I can do my own, but definitely want the dress. Because I can't get that fabric. Yes, I have one. No, not yet. It's on the way. So, let me see. My own personal dolls that I have in my collection. I'm trying to get some of these repainted before surgery because it takes my mind off that. And I want to have, I definitely want all the peaches and cream stuff I can get. I want the dolls, definitely. Oh my gosh. Because I'm going to be in recovery for quite a while. La da dee, la da da da, la da dee, la da da da. When I saw my moderator's Moana doll, Paris Loves Doll, yes, she does a lot of video shorts. Um, I have her channel featured on my channel in featured channels. I love her shorts. I'm really trying to kind of, you know, talk her into doing more like videos on her channel of her American Girl doll collection. She has such a versatile, beautiful American Girl doll collection, and they look so pretty now. And yeah, I want her to be able to share that with everyone. And her experience, you know, going to American Girl. Absolutely. I think she definitely has potential to create excellent content here on YouTube. So if you're watching, check out Paris Loves Dolls. Loves is L-U-V-S. So it's Paris L-U-V-S Dolls. Most of her content is pretty much just shorts, like short videos. Okay, this I like so much better. Yeah, I like these eyebrows a lot better. Definitely. Okay, put over to the side. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. I'm looking at her eyebrows, so I'm gonna see if I need to touch up something else. Something in this area, I think a little bit. Okay. Okay. Oh, I like that. So I'm playing around a little bit here. Probably shouldn't play around like that. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty. Okay, I'm feeling these eyebrows. Yes, I am absolutely feeling these eyebrows. Oops, I took a little too much off. That's okay. I can go back and fix that. I'm okay with it. Doing eyebrows. Yeah, this is the easiest part for me right here. Definitely. See how easy that was? Oh my gosh. Alright, I like the arch. Yeah, this looks good. I'm happy. Yeah, I like this much better. In person, my dolls look so different in person than on camera. I promise that. They look better. That's a good thing. They look like in a good way better in person. For those of you who have a doll that I've repainted, you know what I'm talking about. I've been emotional lately because the night before Peaches and Cream American Girl version was going to be released, um, I had a dream about my childhood friend Loretta, and Peaches and Cream, we have history. And I went to sleep and had this dream that me and Loretta were little girls in the backseat of her mom's car, and her mom was driving, and her dad was on the passenger side. And me and Loretta were sitting in the back seat playing Barbies, and we both had a Peaches and Cream Barbie. We were playing with another Barbies in the seat. And when I woke up, I had been crying in my sleep. I had tears. I had cried in my sleep because Loretta died at the age of 30, 31 years old, and she had went into a diabetic coma. Now, we are fourth cousins because our fathers are third cousins, and so when me and her we were like in kindergarten, we would get on a bus together and go to school, and I had to go back because my parents, they worked in Roanoke Rapids at the time, so and that was quite a drive. So I would catch the bus. My brother, I don't know who we got the bus with. Anyway, so I woke up thinking about Peaches and Cream because I'm gonna be honest, I was on the fence because I wasn't sure I was even going to get her the American Girl version. I was thinking like I created my own version, so you know I don't think that's something I really need. But I still wasn't 100% sure because me and Paris, me and Vanessa were talking, and she was like, "Girl, you want that dress," and I had a discount code, so I ended up, yes, I did get her because when I woke up from my dream next day, that was when Peaches and Cream was gonna go on sale, and that was yesterday. So it was, yeah, I guess yesterday morning I woke up, and I was, yeah, I woke up crying. I was just crying, and the dream was quite emotional. And so, because I dreamed of Loretta and Peaches and Cream Barbie, I felt, okay, you know what? That's a sign. So I got her. Now I do have concerns about doing opening her live because I don't want to open her and then I get flooded with our childhood memories and when she was here. So I'm trying to hold back now, and because that's what Peaches and Cream Barbie represents for me. Um, Me and Loretta when we were children playing with Peaches and Cream Barbie. And because I had that dream, and I had not dreamed of Loretta in a long time, I've only dreamed of her one time before. And because of the dream, that's why I ended up getting the American Girl Peaches and Cream. So it's quite emotional for me, and to dream about her. And then the dog got released hours after I woke up. So that was made my decision, and that was why I did get the American Girl Peaches and Cream. And I do not want to be opening her and getting emotional and stuff like that. And then yesterday, after all of that was done, I called and I talked to Loretta's mom, and I told her about my dream, and she was like, "Oh yes, I remember. You and Loretta loved Peaches and Cream Barbie because you loved her hair." She told me, she says, "All I did was I had the one with the longest, thickest hair, and the ball gown and everything." And then we talked about the doll I flushed down the toilet. When I was a kid, I was like when I was like 5, when I was in kindergarten, I was short. I was a little short kid. And Loretta, she was too. We were about the same height pretty much. We were little kids. And I was too short to wash doll hair in the bathroom sink. And so I flushed her toilet, and 5 years old now, okay? And what I did was I it was a fashion doll. I think it was a skipper or it was some little doll, like 6 inches long. But they had an old house, and the toilet was one of them. Oh, it was an old toilet because the hole was big. And I washed the hair, and apparently I used like quarter of a bottle of shampoo to wash that doll's hair, and I washed her hair, and then I left her in part of the toilet, left her in the toilet, had everything poured up. And I told her, I said, watch the doll. I got to flush the toilet, and I had to use both hands to pour the thing down to flush the soapy water down the toilet. And I told Loretta to watch the doll so she couldn't, nothing she'd say there. Well, I did not know the toilet flushed, and it said, whoosh, it had a lot of force. Well, it took the doll down the hole with it. And I remember going like, oh, and when I looked at Loretta's eyes were big and her mouth was like, oh, uh-oh, oh my gosh. And we were terrified and we ran out of the bathroom. And I remember Loretta's mama said, what are you girls doing in that bathroom? What are y'all doing? What did you do? What did you do? Y'all did something. And she looks automatically at me. She says, Selena, what did you do? We was like, nothing, nothing. So when we got home, that was early in the morning, and the bus came. We went to school, went to kindergarten. We came back from school, and Loretta's mom was in uniform. She was a officer at a prison, and so her mom, she was home in uniform. In the backyard, there was this thing. They had done dug up a trench and had to dig up a pipe from the house because guess what? That dog got stuck in the pipe underground. And they had to come, a plumber. They had been out there most of the day, and they had to come and dig it all up. They had to dig a whole trench and dig up the pipe. And me and Loretta, we walked around in the backyard. We saw our mama, and the guy says, "I think I found the problem." And he's reaching down and he pulls up this dog that was in a pipe that stopped up the plumbing. Me and Loretta's mouth just dropped open. And her mama, Lois, had her hands on him. She says, Selena, you did that this morning, didn't you? She said, you do not go in the bathroom with dolls anymore. So, anyway, they still talk about that story. They still talk about it. Because, Lord have mercy, I was going to wash a doll's hair. I was going to do hair play, and it was going to have water and shampoo and stuff involved. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I'm telling you. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. I don't know what kind of doll it was. I don't remember. I just remember she went. I flushed. Loretta was supposed to hold the doll, and it just said whoosh right down that big hole in that toilet. So, I remember Loretta's older sister, not her elder sister, but her older sister, um, Sandra. She she if I had to use the bathroom, she had to go in the bathroom with me to watch me to make sure I wasn't trying to take no doll in there. I won't ever forget one time, about 2 years after that, and I took a doll in the bathroom to wash it, and Lois said, "Go watch her." She took a doll in the bathroom. Go watch her. I was like, "I'm gonna wash it there in the sink." She said, "Yeah, but I gotta sit here and watch you, 'cause Mama said you be flushing dolls down the toilet." I was like, "Not on purpose. It was an accident." So, okay. Anyway, when I go to, yeah, I can't live that down, that's for sure. Oh my goodness. All right. Dipping the brush in a little acetone and coming over. Paris, my moderator, Paris. Vanessa, she laughs at me because I was telling her about Peaches and Cream's dress being so voluminous, but I wasn't saying voluminous. I was trying to say voluptuous, and I was saying voluptuous with a lump and a P, volup. Girl, she was laughing at me, y'all. Pig ain't me laughing. All right, so I'm waiting for the sealers to set. We'll give that a few moments, and then I will redo my camera where it's at looking straight ahead, straight forward at the doll. All right. So as you can see, the sealer, the paint, it dries fast. I use acrylic paints, and you really have to. It does not happen overnight to be a professional doll artist, painter. It does come with time and patience. I mean, even now, I'm continuously changing and improving my technique because acrylic paint dries fairly quickly. So you only have so many minutes before it sets and starts drying. Okay, that's looking good so far. Because I need to take a Q-tip and sealer and remove a little excess. Because I always go over the paint. I go outside the lining of the paintboard with my sealer. So I have to wait for that I can see where it goes matte. And take a Q-tip with a little acetone and remove the excess. So it goes with her skin tone. Well, yeah, so I don't have the extras where you can see it. Because with her skin tone, it clashes with the vinyl. Okay, so I can do that now. Use the slimmer, tighter cotton side. Alright. Loretta, her mom. Oh my gosh. I loved her mom. Still do. We talk. But it's hard because we can't not have a conversation and not talk about Loretta because not only were me and Loretta related, but we went to school together, same class, everything. So, yeah, it gets emotional. There we go. Okay. Yes, I like that color. So that was my big peeve. Her eyebrows from the last video, I was really bothered because the coloring, the eyebrows were beautiful. They were perfect. They had a grayish look. And when I saw the video short, it really bothered me because I kept looking at the video short. I've looked at it about 3 times. I don't like her eyebrows. I'm going to have to redo her eyebrows. They have a grayish look, and I didn't like it. So now I had mixed, I mixed dark chocolate brown. I mixed it with lamp ebony Americana acrylic paint. A mix, and I always use a medium something to make them more fluid so that I can paint with my brush. So that way to make them more fluidy, and then the brush strokes just flow, flow, flow. I really recommend if you're not good at eyebrows, you take a piece of paper and a pencil and practice. Let me think. I thought I had a piece of paper up here. You know, I need Post-its. I swear. Okay, so I'm going to use this real quick, and I'm going to show you how to do an eyebrow. I'm going to zoom in. I let her sit like this. Okay, so now I know I need to move this over. About right here. So I'm going to show you. I would start on pencil. Just take a random piece of paper. Doesn't matter. Get a notepad, drawing pad, whatever. Start with a pencil, and you can very faintly draw a nice little shape like I just did. And then I do this. It's okay to make them uneven, because real eyebrows, if you want them to look natural, are not always even. And so this is how I do it on paper. And then slightly give it a curve. So it's easier. You start with paper and pencil. I'm going to show you how to. And then gently, like that. Okay, and you can take your eraser, play around. It's kind of like a Q-tip and acetone. There we go. And so this is how, when you see me painting, I do this. And then once you've got it kind of like the eyebrow that you want to be your signature look, you can practice with paint on paper, and then you move up to everything else. There we go. So, oh, sorry. Okay, there we go. So that's how my eyebrow looks, done with pencil. And, oh, I got everything here so I can show you with the paintbrush. Now I'm going to show you with the paintbrush. You know, honestly, I could take a sketchbook and do this. Okay, so I'm going to come back here with my paint because some of it is still wet. And now I'm going to come over. Now, you can draw a eyebrow. Oh my, something's happened. And so, this is the best way to really start, is with paper and pencil. Because I'm kind of done with my paint. So now I can do it this. Granted, it's different. It's different painting on paper and vinyl because it's not going to glide on. Glide on is good, easy. But my way of painting, this is how I do it. And then I come back in and start filling these up. I hear so where I live, it's a lot of older people, like elderly people. So yeah, there's something usually going on with that. And then too, I don't know, well, my apartment came with air conditioning. I don't know if everyone else's did. Some people says that theirs doesn't until they had to get their own air conditioning. I don't know, everyone, it's just different. And then too, when you live in an area where you have a lot of elderly people, different reasons. There used to be a guy who lived in my apartment, and he died here in the apartment. And yes, they didn't mind telling me, but I don't know, it doesn't bother me. I know that, you know, that's just a part of life. So see how I'm doing that right in here? And then I go up, So it's okay. I'm on paper, so I'm not really worried about that little extra. It'll blend. Because I usually, my style is I would do lighter in the first quarter of the eyebrow, and then between here and here, I do a little bit more and darker to just give more realism. And then from here down, I start doing it darker. Okay, there we go. Oh my God, what was that? Did she? My cat jumped. Okay. Now, sometimes you see me use pencil, and then I paint over it, and there we go. There's a eyebrow. What? I'm trying to get that thing up. There it is. So that's how it looks. Starting with pencil, and then I use paint. And my paint is a mix of black and brown for the one I just sampled for you. Okay, but I know I make it look easier than probably what it is, but you know, practice. The more you practice, the better you get. I wonder if something happened to one of my neighbors. I heard something. I really don't, I say hi, how are you doing, things like that, but I don't get involved with people or anything like that. I just try to stay to myself as much as possible. So there's my eyebrow on a whim. It's pretty close to the style that I gave her. Now, because of her skin tone, I'm going to have to touch this up with a little cotton ball. And then I will end the video because I need to see what's going on out there. So before I do, let me set this up. Let me stand her up. And figure out what is going on out there. Okay. All right. And yeah. Mm, okay. Let me take my camera down and take the zoom off. So, like these little markings up there that you see, that is from the the acetone. So I'm going to take a cotton ball and lightly go across that. Okay. So anyway, once this is fully all dry and cured, you will not see it. It will be completely transparent. So now you can see her eyebrow. And I like this look better. There is a little gloss. Oh, no, it's just... I'll look through it in a moment. Yeah, there it is. I will retouch that. So, she's pretty much done. And then if I take and cut off that light and turn her on this way. Okay, come on, focus, focus. See the different color it looks without the fluorescent light? Okay. So, Moana is done. Don't worry, I will put up a video short so that you can see it in a few minutes. Okay. Well, not in a few minutes, but give me a little while. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's better. Okay. And so this is the Descendants doll that I had got on sale as well. So she's pretty much about dry. That's how she is now. She's finished. And her nails. And here is Ariel. There, we got her eyes redone. So she is now complete. And glossed. All right. There we go. Okay, well, thank you everyone for viewing. Yes, Shiva says hello. And as you can see, everything is setting and it's looking better as it sets. So, yeah. Okay, thank you and enjoy the rest of your day.